Hi, it's Rada. Bodhi's around here. So, oh, there he comes. I'm not feeling super hot today, so I thought it would be the perfect day to do a little self-care and a little experiment. So I continually see these before and after photos on Pinterest of the foot detox baths that are incredible, like all this weird colored waters and all this stuff. So detoxing is an important part of Lyme disease, and I also have heavy metals and mold toxicity. So it's a pretty important part of my routine. And when I was younger, I thought like detoxing was stupid. I thought like, well, you have a liver, like your body knows how to detox. But in the past year, I found out that that is not necessarily true. So I decided to buy a foot bath off of Amazon last week and actually quite literally test the waters. So I did a little preliminary research yesterday on YouTube to see like if anybody had already done this, and I couldn't really find any like clear experimentation studies. So I found one from Inside Edition, but that one was on the ionic foot baths, and they basically proved that it is a gimmick, and that's what the pictures I've been seeing are. So the ionic unit, once you put salt into the water, it releases rust into the water, so it doesn't even matter if feet are in there or not. So I'm not really sure what to expect with this little experiment today. I'm obviously like hoping for some visual evidence that something came out of my body, but even if I just feel a little bit better and have more energy, then that's good enough for me. So I'm creating a little bit of my own recipe for the detox. It's going to be a 1/4 cup Epsom salt, a 1/4 cup of sea salt, a 1/2 cup of baking soda, and a Zendocrine capsule is tangerine peel, rosemary, geranium, juniper berry, and cilantro oil combined. And then I'm going to add a little bit of extra lemon and cilantro essential oils into the water, because lemon's really great for detoxing and cilantro detoxes heavy metals. So I'm going to do a time lapse for the next 30 minutes and we can see what kind of results I get. I guess if they're not visual, then it's not going to be very exciting, but that's why I figured I'd do it on a time lapse, so I'll get the results quickly. And I'm not very good at sitting still for 30 minutes, so this is going to be a good little test of self-care and relaxation. But I know like when I'm not feeling well, sometimes taking an activated charcoal capsule will help me feel better in like under an hour. So I'm just interested in seeing like what the foot bath does, if it gives a similar response and I have more energy afterwards, or how it will make me feel. So we're about to find out. Here it goes. Right. So here is the after results. Definitely not rusty water. And this reminds me that I hate freaking having my body in dirty water. But you can see like there's kind of like some weird stuff floating around in the water. Oh, I don't know what that is. It looks like an orange something. It is kind of rusty looking, but I mean, I think most of what's in the water is just from the Epsom salts and the baking soda is what's making it look white, but there's some little black specks and rusty colored specks floating around. So I don't know, maybe it did something. I would say like about halfway through, I started smiling a lot more. So it felt like it was giving me a little bit of energy. And outside of that, I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna get my feet out of here. There's a few little black and rusty looking things floating around in there, so it seems like either I had dirty feet or something came out of my body. So I think just the smiling component means that it worked. It definitely kind of made my body feel more purified in a sense, if smiling all of a sudden became effortless. So foot soak's done, And I just wanted to give it some time to kind of see how I felt walking around the house and if I felt any different. And definitely feel a little bit lighter, more spring in my step, more energy. I'm still feeling happy and smiley. So I'm definitely gonna give it another try. I just sat on my laptop and did a bunch of stuff while I was doing the foot soak, so it didn't feel like it was a waste of time. And I think I got that foot bath on Amazon for $18 or something like that. So it felt like, you know, minimal investment to test the waters and see whether it worked or not. So I think it was a good little experiment. Obviously the water didn't turn crazy colors, but I still feel better. And that's, you know, to me, that's how I test the waters with different things to figure out, like, does this work? Does that work? I just try to go on how I feel after I do it. It's the only true way I can really connect the dots on like what's working and what's not, is to try one little thing at a time like that. And for me, I've found that like there's certain times and phases of healing where it's like, well, the whole entire protocol changes, and then it's like I don't know what's going on in my body because there's too many things that have changed all at once, so I can't tell what's actually causing the side effect or symptom, or what's helping, what's making things worse. So I always just try to take one little thing and start tinkering with it. So this week I'll keep doing the foot baths maybe every other day, and see how that feels, if that starts making life better, or if it makes those days better, or what happens. So I think I'll keep you updated on how it's going, and I think it's something you should try too if you need to detox. Or it also took the dead skin off my feet, and I don't have a lot of it, but my feet are very, very soft now. So if you just need softer feet, then you could do it for that too. I hope you find a moment of happiness today that makes life worth living.